are back with more Wasteland Guardians. So we're out with, I forget her name, but we'll just keep going. Let's see. Aren't many complete buildings on the outskirts of the community, so we have what we have. Alright. The information's almost over. All the fighters have already gone about their task, except for a newcomer like you. Newcomer. Has he also just recently arrived in the community? Not really. He was already living in the community, but for some reason he volunteered for a fighting group. He's been here about 3 days. Pretty capable guy. That's good. Why would anyone want to volunteer to become a fighter? Isn't the whole point to earn the right to live in the community without being tied to a group? I don't know. I didn't ask him about it. Okay, let's go to them. I'll speak in order to take the entire blow upon myself. What's the name of this fighter's trainer? His name is Dustin, but never call him by his first name. Call him trainer, or sir. Well. Can't believe my eyes. Shamika Powell herself had decided to honor us with her presence. And she even brought her girlfriend with her. Alright. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I overslept and didn't have time to wake up the new girl. Get in line, quick. Okay, good. Damn. I'm gonna let them handle that. He's finna gate with his life, yeah. Here we go. Maybe I slept through the gate defense. Oh, that's not that bad. Damn, can't even look at the guy. Distracting me. Big ass car. Damn, that is not how you hold a gun. They want you to yell. They yell at you, you have to yell back. Alright, get a reprimand. That's not that bad. What does that mean? Oh, damn. That's your second one? Damn. Now both newbies are assembled. Now, since you're here, you're going to help these rookies through the trials. Okay. Today, according to plan, we have a shooting range and an obstacle course. I love obstacle course. It's so fun. I'm not giving you some hour-long lecture on proper gun handling and all that crap. You've got a head on your shoulders. Use it. Think 10 times before doing anything stupid. Okay. I'll give you just a few basic rules. You shoot only on my command. After shooting, you must put the gun on safety. And the most important thing is not point the gun at people. Only point the gun at things you intend to shoot. So yeah. Do you think I got this around my face during any combat operations? Okay. Left to me by a dumb halfwit like you. He just forgot to put his gun on safety during training. Oh wow. Okay. Wood past 10? Okay. And guess what I did to him? Threw him off the roof we were training on. So if any of you want to get rid of me, you can't fucking do it. Okay. Run to the shooting range on the roof. Alright, so he's threatening to throw us off the roof if we mess up. Now, an exciting stair climb to the 13th floor awaits you. 13th? Last one of you to arrive will do 200 push-ups. Wow. Okay, roll and climb. Who's doing 200 push-ups? Man, do lost? That's crazy. Grant, you just have to do more than just muscle building. You also have to do endurance training. She's not lying. Carla, you okay? I'm good. By the way, we never properly introduced ourselves. My name's Grant. Today is my 3rd day in the fighter group. And you must be Carla? Yeah, that's me. Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. So where's the trainer? Was he supposed to be running with us? Hell no. Forget it. He won't come for a while yet, as he'll be walking leisurely. Wait, why did we rush? Hurry up and wait. We could have just taken it slow and told him we ran the whole way. Nah, it doesn't work like that. There's a camera on almost every flight of stairs. He just connects to the cameras and watches us. If you tried to deceive him, you would have had a hard time. How do you know that? She must have tried. Oh, she found out the hard way. Took me a while to realize there were cameras. Kept wondering how he knew I was slacking. He didn't even tell you. That's crazy. So you're having too much fun. Why don't you tell me a joke so we can all laugh together? Don't do it. Grab your weapons and run to the shooting range. Alright. Now it's his turn to laugh. If you're dealing shooting position right away, first I want to understand whether it's worth spending time on you at all. I guess you'll be needing it today. What? No buts. It's your first day in the community and your first training session. Better start with something lighter. Like a pistol? If you do well, I'll give you a rifle at the next training session. Okay. Fine. So you start by clamping your left eye shut and align the front sight with the rear sight and shoot the hell out of it. It's easy. It's really easy. And directly play enemy's head. Give you a much better shot at taking them down. You never know what kind of freaks you'll run into out there. Some have iron scales instead of skin. Like armor? Or the raiders will inject themselves with stimulants to such an extent that they stop feeling pain. Like PCP? But a headshot takes almost 80% of them. On my command, please only if you do a quick time event. Snake do it. Okay. That's not hard, just doing space. Okay, I'm not a bad shot, IRL. Carla? Amazing shots. All the shots are right on the head. Just like you wanted. Where the hell did you learn that? I don't remember, sir. Right, I totally forgot about your amnesia. Now I have my suspicions that before your amnesia, you held a gun in your hand quite often. Are you by any chance a raider spy? Or maybe you're a spy from a common hostile to us. Well, commune hostile. No? Okay, anyway, from next training you can use the rifle. Alright. I put down your weapons and run downstairs. Run downstairs. Grand, don't forget, you got 200 push-ups to do. Fuck's sake. Yeah! Start pushing. After Grant finishes his push-ups, we're off to the obstacle course. Courses includes elements like a sprint section, a maze, a collapsed bridge, broken stairs, a fence with a slanted board, and some crap. Some other crap. Keep pushing. You finished already? Cool. Great. Everyone run after him. Well, after. Yeah. This time, whoever is last will do 300. Oh. Grant already knows. Why the fuck are you running last again? Are you sure this info is verified? Of course, I always check the information before I go to you. Oh, this is bad. The queen. Guys, I was just on my way to see you. We have an emergency. My queen, what happened? Informed another attack is being prepared on our community. Okay. These pathetic attempts happen almost every week. We can handle it easily. Not this time. The neighborhood community of Badigos is going to attack us. They're trained soldiers, not scum like raiders. But my queen, we have an alliance with them. I thought so too until recently. Valerie, tell them what you told me. Sure. Our scouts who are now in the neighboring community of Badigos installed a listening bug in one of their meeting rooms. Diana and I listened in on their conversations. About an hour ago, I overheard them talking about an impending attack on us. Those are the lying bastards. They pretend to be our allies, and now they want to stick a knife in our back. So I need you to gather the fighters from your post now and put them all on alert. It will be done, my queen. Okay. What about the rookies? We're mid-training, but it looks like that doesn't matter anymore. Let them follow me. They're no use in a real fight anyway. As you overheard, you heard everything. You are now under the command of the queen. Okay. Don't embarrass him. That means Grant's free from the 300 push-ups. I only got 2 rules for you. Don't touch anything and stay out of my way. Okay, that's easy. Is that clear? Yes, ma'am. Good. Also, I need someone's independent opinion on one thing. Okay. You, for example. Me? Yes, come to me a little later. Of course. I think it would be nice to chat with everyone while I have some free time. Okay, and after that, I should approach the queen since she wanted to see me. For whatever reason. Um, hey, this is my favorite dirty girl. What's up? Are you worried about this attack? Me? Of course not. Happens all the time around here. Our community's like a juicy target in the middle of nowhere. You ever been involved in the defense of a community? Let's make it a little faster. Well, how should I put it? Never had the chance. The garrison usually took care of the enemies before I even got close. It's all clear to me now. What exactly is clear to you? You're only brave now because you haven't been in battle yet. But when it comes to you, you're just gonna... Wow. I wouldn't say that to her. Look at those biceps. I wouldn't talk mess to her. Now you're gonna tear a hole in my head? Don't let me hear everything else from you about being afraid of something. You can't escape the truth, no matter how hard you try. I know almost nothing about you. The less you know, the better you sleep. You haven't heard of that? But seriously, what do you want to know? Well, for example, where are you from? How did you even get into the community? Girl, this is a super exciting story. In fact, I was a nomad. I like to be on the move all the time and not stay in one place. My father was killed before I was born, and my mother died giving birth to me. So who took care of you? Ouch, I'm sorry. No need, I don't remember them anyway. So the nomads to whom my parents belonged began to raise me. Okay. We lived relatively well, but we strictly lacked resources. Everything was fine until one part of our journey took us through a patch of desert. That was a big mistake. What happened? We were just finishing our trek across the sand when suddenly the ground started shaking beneath our feet. I immediately understood what was going on. It was a sandworm. Ooh. A giant sandworm as big as a high rise. It burst out of the sand and flashed 100 terrifying teeth. I immediately told the nomads to run away, and I decided to divert all attention to myself. Cat. I grabbed 2 spears and lunged straight at it. It roared and slammed straight to the ground, trying to devour me. Big cat. I ended up in its mouth, and it was a miracle its teeth didn't shred me right there. And then I started cutting it from the inside out, holding a spear in each hand. Unfortunately, I couldn't get out on my own. It was then that the community fighters found me, while I had not yet time to digest in this gastric juice. That sounds a little unrealistic. You should see your face right now. Maybe I embellished my story a little. A little. You bitch, I almost believed you. Hey, that's what I was counting on. The truth was just more boring. I really was with the nomads, but one day we came across a young lad who was covered in wounds. He really asked us to help him get to a place he was showing on the map. Our nomadic leader turned him down, but I was drawn by my thirst for adventure and agreed to help him get there. And that's how we ended up here, at this community. It took me in and put me in a group of fighters. Don't you miss the nomads? Nah, it's never really felt like family. Everyone was mostly just looking out for themselves. By the way, those damn words do exist, so be careful in the desert. What was in the shower? What was in the shower? Don't pretend you don't know. Nomads I grew up with were pretty primitive when it came to love. All you had to do was just walk up to someone you liked and give signs of attention. Grabbing someone's breast counts as showing interest. Yes. I hope you like me at least a little. Maybe. I'm damn glad to hear that. Let's see what interesting things we can do after all this fuss with the attack. Winky face. Alright, well I guess I won't bother you anymore. I'm not doing anything right now anyway. Alright, well let's I guess try and find Grant. I can't read that. Murderers. I wonder who wrote that. And what do these dogs that hang on the wall mean? I think Valerie must know something about it. Should I even bother her? Hey, I read the report about your arrival. I have to admit, you're a pretty interesting case. You were found in the middle of a desert ruins and with amnesia on top of that. Makes you wonder who could have done that to you. Do you think that someone deliberately deprived me of almost all my memories? There are only two options here. Either you were drugged with some crap, or you're a spy faking amnesia. Plus, we find out about the attack being prepared on us precisely after your appearance. Coincidence? I'm not lying, I really don't remember much of anything. Relax, I believe you. It's just my job to be suspicious. Anyway, my name's Valerie. Nice to meet you. My name is Carla. Nice to meet you too. So, did you want to know something, or... which group do you belong to? More correct to say which group I belonged to before. Since I'm no longer a member of any group, I now work for the Queen. And where were you a member? I was assigned to the Lawmen. As to me, they are the chillest group of all. But I was bored as hell there. Good thing the Queen noticed me and took me in. How come the Queen noticed you? I've loved all kinds of machinery since I was a kid. I loved picking at it till every screw was out. Same. And then one day, one of my former colleagues from Lawmen came to replace me, very nervous and twitchy. He kept looking over his shoulder and sweating like crazy. And I suspected something was wrong. Then I remotely hacked into his computer and read all his messages. And it turned out he was stealing our community supplies and selling them to another community. It was on this day that another illegal transfer of our supplies was to take place. With this information, I went directly to the Queen. And as a result, he was caught. The hole in the wall was closed, and I was rewarded. After that, the Queen offered me a job under her wing. That's cool. I'm happy for you. Yeah, thanks. What do you do in the community? Responsible for community cybersecurity and remotely spying on other communities where our scouts leave a bug. Okay. It's practically a dream job since you don't even have to get out of your chair. Yeah, but staring at the monitor all day is very tiring. But it doesn't have a very good effect on my health. Well, it doesn't. Okay. It's not good. What are you doing right now? Right now, I'm monitoring the perimeter where people from Battagos might launch an attack. Okay. Where do you manage to get electricity for all this? Solar panels? 1,000 hamsters in the basement of the area house running on wheels to generate electricity. Hell no! Solar panels. No. Of course not, silly. We use solar panel generators and also have our own small power plant. Yeah. But despite all this, we try to spend everything rationally, which is good. It's good practice. What are these dog tags hanging on the wall behind you and this writing? Writing on the wall? I don't see any writing. But it's right behind you. Can you not see it? I'm just messing with you, sweetie. Okay. Then listen, it's a pretty dark story. Several years ago, we had one fighter in our community. He quickly climbed the so-called career ladder and soon became the commander of the Special Fighters Unit. He had almost everything, but the most important thing to him was his family. His wife Daphne and his stepdaughter Chloe. Even though he was a stepfather to her, he usually just called her daughter. Daphne and his wife was from the Botanists group. At some point in our community, there was an overabundance of grown food. Although it's hard to believe that nowadays. So the former head of the community decided to sell the surplus to our then allied neighbors. The person we are talking about now was appointed responsible for the food delivery. We also needed a person who understood the approximate cost of the goods being transported. And this person turned out to be his wife. That's right. He and his wife with a small guard went to sell surplus food to our neighbors. It should have been a fairly safe trip as the roads there are in relatively safe areas. But at one of the stops, an ambush awaited our people. Was it a planned ambush or just a random attack? We think this was planned. Someone leaked our people's routes. But the perpetrators were never found, so the whole matter was hushed up. What happened during this ambush? Almost all the guards of our caravan were shot. This man's wife was brutally murdered right in front of his eyes. Just for fun. It's horrible. The dog tag you see on the wall? These are the dog tags of the people who abused his wife that day. How? I don't quite understand. The bandits left him alive, but he remembered every one of their faces. Returned to the community, he simply silently packed his things and weapons for the road and left. Everyone tried to stop him. He returned back to the community after about a week. Oh wow. Oh wow. Then he wrote this writing and hung those dog tags on the wall as a reminder. Because of respect for him, no one ever tried to remove the dog tags from the wall, and to this day they remain there. And where is he now? few days after this incident, he left the community with his stepdaughter and was never seen again. They say that he settled somewhere in a secluded place so that no one would find him or his stepdaughter. That's how things are. I mean, I don't blame him. What a story. Unlikely he'll ever go back to the community again. Too bad. I'd be interested to see him now. You probably can't trust anybody though. You have a very interesting outfit. Yeah, I like it too. It lets my whole body breathe and feel free. How are you allowed to wear such unusual clothes when everyone else has to wear the same boring clothes? Like she works for the Queen? I work with the Queen, you see where I'm going with this? So since you work for the Queen, does that mean she gives you certain perks like total freedom to wear whatever you want? Bingo. If you want, I can share some of my clothes with you, so you can at least dress up in your barracks. That'd be nice. I'll think about it. Thanks. Well, thank you for your time. Sure. Reach out if you need anything. I think that was a story. Thank God I actually talked to her instead of just leaving her be. Could grant with the industrial rapid sandy vacuum. So my delivery schedule on the wall. And yeah. Coffee. Oh. This microwave? She put food aside, uses microwaves to make it hot. Can't believe she actually explained it. It's amazing I didn't know such things existed. I usually heat up food over a campfire. Then him too? What's those vials of liquid? I'm pretty sure it's just water. It's probably a device for scientists. I hear the gifted group uses them. Actually, it's a coffee machine. You put coffee beans inside, pour water in, and it's done. Bro, it's the devil's machine. It's just coffee machine. Yeah, that's not a cactus, love. Not a cactus. Yep. Hey, do you happen to know what this thing on wheels is supposed to be? Vacuum? Sorry, I'm probably not much help. My memory is like a sieve. I can barely remember anything. Oh, so you're the one with amnesia. I'm sorry. Wait, you seriously don't know what a vacuum cleaner is? Not really. It is needed to collect dust and various debris from the floor. I can't believe she's explaining it. Why would anyone want dust? That makes no sense. No one wants dust. Yeah. What moon did you fall from? You grew up in the community, not out in the wild with raiders. You should know about all the benefits of civilization. I don't want to talk about it. By the way, Carla, we never got to have a proper conversation. Would you like to have a word with me? I mean, sure, not like I have a choice. Okay, why was Valerie surprised that you didn't know anything about these things? It's pretty embarrassing to talk about here. Talk about what? I mean, people think that if you're born and raised in the community, then you're doing great in life. But it's not. Generally, the community is divided into four classes of people. First, there are the wanderers, people who just arrived from outside and now work for the community, hoping to one day earn the right to stay here. You relate to them. Second, the rich, important people who have always had a table full of food. The third are middle-income people. They live in safety and good conditions. In short, a quiet and measured life. And the fourth, those are the ones who live in the slums community. 5 of them have to sleep in one small room and share one piece of bread. It was in the slums that I was born. Okay. That's why I don't know anything about fancy stuff. Where I live, all we had was one mattress. I thought that in the community, pretty much everyone was equal and got everything equally, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't pity me. Pity the woman and children still starving in the slums. Why'd you volunteer to join the fighters? My family and I lived in a slum where, as you can imagine, unsanitary conditions prevail. Because of those conditions, my father and sister got seriously ill. As a person from the slums, it was hard for me to get to the necessary medicines. I volunteered to go to the fighters. As part of my service with the fighters, my family gets the medicine they need, so I'd rather risk my life here. My family will live. That's admirable. You see that creepy writing on the wall? Of course, it's hard not to notice it. Do you think the community has something to do with it? I don't know, and I don't want to know. People who write stuff like that on the walls usually teetering on the edge of psychosis. For they are overflowing with hatred and anger. So I'd rather stay out of it. God forbid I ever meet whoever wrote it. Can't blame them. Alright. See you later. Alright, I guess now it's time to go to the queen. Why did I come here? It's obviously nothing of interest here. I don't know. It was an option. I'm looking. Yeah, there's nothing. Don't give me the option and I won't go. I thought you wanted to talk to me. It was now later? Alright. Don't be mad at me. I didn't sleep well tonight, and I'm a little stressed out this morning. Well, leaving last night. Maybe you have some questions for me first. What is this place? This is one of our warehouses. All sorts of stuff are stored here. From toothpicks to toilet duckies. But no one uses that stuff anymore. It's basically a relic of the past. So I decided to set up my temporary base here, just to be closer to the gate. Since it feels too far from my residence to reach the gate. Well, okay, your residence too far. Why would you risk being at the gate? Shouldn't you be better protected than anyone else? You are, after all, the first face of the community. Different times have come. Not all people just want to survive and somehow satisfy their basic needs. And we are, as luck with havoc, constantly short of food grown by botanists. So running around like a hamster on a wheel just to give the people what they want. Otherwise, I'll just be overthrown. It's amazing what terrible things hunger can do to a person. Why do you call yourself a queen? Have you read any fairy tales? Fairy tales? Well, she don't know nothing. Fairy tales are magic itself. When I was a kid, I had tons of books from before the world went to hell. When my father spent all the time running around the community, I had nothing else to do but read. In these tales, there are queens. They were luxurious. They ruled over entire cities and wore crowns. That's why I always wanted to be like them. And unfortunately, my reality turned out to be a little different. At least I get to call myself a queen. I'm sorry your father died? Oh. Almost everyone said it was better than when he ran the community. But he was not at all what they thought he was. Why the hell am I even telling you this? It's none of your business. Got it? Says something like that again, I'll immediately order you to be thrown up. Oh, damn, okay. No, she don't like that man. Hmm. Why are they going to attack us? These idiots still follow medieval rules. Loyalty, oaths, honor, blah blah blah. This neighboring community was loyal to my father, and since he is now gone, the old agreements are no longer there either. But there's you. They'll never accept a female leader, even if my father was the one who led them before. Okay, well, I missed a lot of questions. Take a look at this map and tell me, which side do you think the enemy might attack from? Don't make me pick. I need on this outside opinion. Okay. What are you even looking at? Oh, what do you think? Maybe that's my opinion. I don't even know what I'm looking at. How embarrassing. The hell is this? Why are we gone up, which means our community is under attack? Already? Well, that was timely, though. Are they really here already? It's impossible. They couldn't have gotten to us that fast. Yeah, why did you activate? Why did they activate the alarm? That got all the community attacked us from the northeast side. The attack came so fast we didn't have time to sound the alarm. What is happening at the site of the breakthrough now? Fierce fighting is going on there now. More than half of the entire cadre of fighters have already been pulled there. I hope you left troops at the other posts. If you flare went into one spot, they'll just hit somewhere else that's unprotected. Yeah, not totally sure about that. Of course not. Yep, handle it yourself, queen. But my queen's too dangerous. Fuck that. You know what's real dangerous? Trusting you lot to protect this place. I feel like I'm supposed to help. I'd say help. We're not about to sit by and let them just massacre the place. We're trying to get memories and establish it. You just say the way I feel like it's the right thing to do. Hell yeah, Carla, you take that shit, hunty. Damn. Yeah, no body armor? That's crazy. Yeah, tell me what I can do. Right, most storm. Okay. Observing the armor. Yep. I remember that just in case they want me to actually pick the right set of directions. Oh my god. We gonna have to lay him out. Let's see how we handle this. Instead of hoping for a miracle. Oh. Oh. I'm in the community now, but I still have family here. Word? Is this the dude with the stepdaughter? New things are bad in our community, but not this bad. Yeah. Who were you? I don't like Mike. No John. What about Jacob? Josh? Charles? Yeah. Alright, so this probably has to do with stepdaughter. But there you go. Snippet some stuff, okay. That sounds about right. I mean, he did kill y'all. That's pretty weak going after a defenseless woman like that. How did they leave her? Who lets her know? Oh, someone's disturbing. Someone's doing something. I feel like Chloe might know something. Hmm. And somehow they got away. Mm. Obviously, they want you to come back for a reason. Oh, she ain't sorry. I don't believe so. Yeah, but it's time to pack up, hit the old Dusser Trail. It might be nice to introduce you to someone. Grandmother and aunt who live in the community. Yay. If they're safe and alive. Blink, she's not packed. Hmm. She might just want to explore. He didn't say double check everything. He didn't even move. Okay. Oh, Chloe, it's time to go. Okay. Hmm. And she wasn't gonna be able to drive the whole way. Yeah. We'll save right here, so when we get back, we should be able to jump right into the fight, hopefully. But yeah. So Wasteland Guardians. Play. This is part 2. We'll see about part 3. But hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I will catch y'all next one.